course, that is complete with financial adjustment, which means, Ryan, I can now afford the rent on my sister's apartment, which I have now just made the big move.
Well, Mark, congratulations.
Thank you. You know, I thought we might, after the meeting, stop up there, maybe get your ideas on redecorating the place. I have a few ideas of my own.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Chaz, will you please just go change, would you? There's laws in the state about flashing, and maybe you should go slither into something a little less complicated.
Why don't you just slither right out?
Hey! Come on, guys. Do we have to go through this every time you're in the same room together?
Yeah, but it's so much fun, Ryan.
Look. It's been a great day for all of us. We shouldn't beat each other's throats. We should be celebrating. So, I have an idea. Why don't all three of us meet after the meeting and we'll all get together?
I don't know. This dinner might go on pretty late.
Oh, gee,
Mark!
shucks, darn. I'm sorry, Ryan. I'm sorry. Hey, Chaz, I really hope you can make it. And if you don't, I'll try and keep Ryan from getting too suicidal. Okay, come on. Let's go. Hollywood calls.
Wait. Don't you want to check your mail?
Are you kidding? All I'm expecting is bills. Why, we were on a perfectly great day.
Yeah, hey, we will buzz you from the coast, okay?
Bye.
So what do you know about this Nelson guy?
Well, not much. Just that he was grateful for me putting Koski away, which makes sense because he got a city contract out of it. And I guess he wants to show his appreciation by turning me on to this friend he knows who's a contractor who gave us a good bid on the pipes for the center. Why? Do you know something I don't know?
No, it's just a feeling I get. Gives me the willies kinda, you know?
Oh, okay. Well, since it's a scientific observation, then I'll call him and tell him the whole deal's off.
I know. Me and my silly vibrations. Okay, so don't listen to the crazy Southern girl. So, how does it feel to be back?
It feels terrible. Hi.
Oh,
How are you?
Oh, fine.
What's happening?
Nancy Dawn, what are you doing here? Is it something about Ben?
Do you remember me? I'm the wonderful-looking blonde that works here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And all the news about Ben is wonderful. He regained consciousness, and I think he's finally out of the woods.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Kids, I don't know how to put it into words. Sensational, stupendous, I can't put it into words. Everyone on the coast is crazy about this outline. I was just talking to Izzy Goldblatt. He was practically salivating on the phone. Especially loved that bit about the tentacle pulling down the Brooklyn Bridge.
The Brooklyn Bridge?
Yeah, I threw that in. I thought we needed something more dynamic towards the end, you know?
Well, thanks for sharing that with me, hon.
Anyway, you kids are ahead 25,000. Now, you guys keep in touch, okay? Any other brainstorms, I want to be the first to hear it.
Wait a minute, excuse me. What about the script?
Look, honey.
Ryan.
Look, Ryan, honey. This was a development deal. We are now developed. And 25 big ones is nothing to sneeze at for kids your age. The actual script? For that, I need someone with very heavy credits.
That is not fair. This is our story. We should write the script.
Hey, look, we're not talking summer stock here. We're talking mega bucks. Exactly how much do you think I can raise on a couple of kids from nowhere, USA? Now, if the picture has legs, and I have every confidence it'll trot along very nicely, then we can talk further.
All right, Mr. DeSalvo, first of all, you never said anything about this just being a development deal. And secondly, I'm not ready to give up my script.
Calm down. Take it easy now. I think Freddie's being as fair as he can here. Everything he says makes sense anyway. Listen to this. How much money would you want to invest in the world-famous team of D'Angelo and Finelli, huh? By the way, we will be getting screen credit for this, right?
You get based on a story by.
See that? I think that's not that bad for our first shot.
Mark, I don't care if it's our first shot or our 10th shot. There's something called integrity, okay?
Hey, wait a second. If you had so much integrity, there wouldn't have been a giant tentacle in this picture in the first place. Come on, Ryan. How about we just do this one for the experience, all right? If not for that, how about the money? 25,000 buckaroos, Ryan, is not bad. That'll get us over the hump while we're writing the next film, which I promise you will be filled with integrity. What do you say?
I'd listen to the guy.
Fine, I guess I'm outnumbered.
Okay, well, Freddie, I guess we're gonna take the money and run.
First run, then take the money. The checks are made out in California.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, made out in California. Okay, well, it's been nice doing business with you.
Yeah, same here. Keep the faith, kids. Hey, you two are going places. Uncle Fred is never wrong. Ciao, babies.
Well, I tell you what, Di, why don't you have a seat here? We'll talk.
Sure. Thanks.
Hey, you're looking real good these days. You got all your color back. You feeling okay?
Fit as a fiddle.
You know something? I knew they'd never keep you down.
Well, I've been getting a lot of tender loving care. Maeve won't let me lift a finger to do anything, much less light a cigarette, worse luck.
Good. Good for her.
Yeah, everybody's pitching in, doing their bit. Lizzie, John, they've even got the little baby setting the tables. I don't get a chance to do much of anything, just sit around like an old lapdog. A lot of time to think.
Yeah? Well, that can be a good thing sometimes.
No, not really. I'm doing a lot of thinking about you. And remembering the good times when you first came to us, and lately, more and more, the bad times. What you did to me and the family. You ever try to kill love? It's a terrible thing. What you're really trying to do is kill a little piece of yourself. I guess Maeve saw me doing that. Tried to stop me, but didn't have much luck. And then I heard about you offering the clinic to Conchetta and Patrick. That you gave John Reid a place for his office. And little by little, all the good feelings kept creeping back in, and I started believing what Maeve was saying about you changing and that I could trust you again. Which I certainly hope is true, because whatever happens, good or bad, one thing is certain, you're my son, right?
You know something?
What?
I think I have thought about maybe this scene happening at least 1,000 times in my mind, you know? Maybe you coming back in here and us being able to talk again like we used to. I miss that. You know, you're right. I am your son, for better, for worse. And yes, I have changed. I have changed. I don't think you come as close to death as I did without waking up to a few things. Like what it means to be a part of one big family. To know you have their love and their trust in you, and what it means to have that love taken away from you. You know, if you don't have that, you don't have much, do you? What I'm trying to say is I'd really like to come back home.
You're not too big to give your old man a hug, are you?
No. No.
Welcome back, son. Welcome back.
Well, thanks.
I gotta go. Listen, will you?
What?
Get yourself a haircut for heaven's sake.
Hello, little lady.
Hi, Mr. Ryan.
I'll see you, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Louis, listen, it wouldn't be a good idea for me to talk right now. I'm in the middle of something. Yeah, I know. Well, that means I'll have to get back to you then, okay? Right. Well, what can I do for you, Nancy Don?
Well, what you can never do for me is pull the wool over my eyes like you just did to your father.
That's terrific about Ben.
Yeah, it is.
Listen, Liz, you don't feel uncomfortable having Nancy Dawn stay on working with me, do you?
Why should I?
Well, I don't know. A sexy siren working head-to-head with a young, impressionable district leader.
Come on, John. We're an old married couple now. Really, I'm not threatened by her. Or by anybody. And as far as my anger towards her is concerned, it's subsided somewhat. Really. I want things to work out for her and Ben. I hope things work out for everybody. See what love does to me? I want everybody to be as happy as we are.
Well, that would be impossible. You know something? Things are going to be real tough for the next year or two. You know, what with school and work and Owen and everything. We're not going to be able to spend that much time together, and, well, I don't want you to be lonely.
Oh, I won't be lonely.
Well, that's easy for you to say.
No, I mean it. Things have changed with me now, John. I'm not I'm not the same. I don't have to have you in the same room with me to feel like I'm not alone. Now, wherever I am, you're there. All the time.
I hope you mean that.
Try me.
Well, I have to. As a matter of fact, starting tonight. You see, I have the killer final exam coming up of the decade. And for the next 2 days, I'm going to have a love affair, very hot love affair, with political science books. Sorry.
Will you stop saying you're sorry? I mean, who's all this work for if it's not for me anyway? And for Owen and for the three of us. Now, you spend as much time as you want to here, all right? And when you come home, whenever it is, I'm gonna have a great meal waiting for you, one you'll never forget.
You know something, lady? If I wasn't married, I could go for a girl like you.
I'll have to think about that.
Chaz, they're beautiful. What's the occasion?
Well, I just wanted to make up for the celebration dinner we didn't have. My dinner didn't take as long as I thought it would.
Oh, well, speaking of celebrations, I have some news.
What?
Mark and I just saw their outline. My share of the profits coming to exactly $12,500.
That sounds something like $12,500.
Something like that.
Wow, that's great, Ryan. Fantastic. That's almost as much as I make in a week. Listen, what are they going to pay you for the script?
Oh, well, it kind of seems like we're not going to do the scripts.
Why not?
Well, Chaz, honey, I mean, script-wise, we need big credits. I mean, we're talking mega bucks here. Between you and me, these kids, they just got off the bus from Nowheresville. You know what I'm saying?
Huh?
In other words, I want somebody with more experience. But Chaz, doesn't matter. I have never seen $12,000 in my entire life, so this is reason enough to celebrate, okay? So, when do we start?
Well, how about right now?
Oh, perfection.
Let me just get a couple glasses and we're in business. You know, Ryan, I might have to take you on as a full-time client. I mean, with you raking it in like this, well, you're gonna need some financial advice. But then again, it might be a conflict of interest because I don't know if I want you to get too financially independent, you know what I mean? I don't want you to run out and... What is it?
It's from Rick. The divorce is final.
I don't know what you are talking about, Nancy Don.
Oh, you're good, Dakota, but you ain't good enough to fool me. Handing Johnny all that business about love and trust and family. Give me a break.
My. For such a small woman, you certainly have a big pair of ears. You know, eavesdropping is not a very attractive pastime.
Yeah, well, with you, it's strictly self-defense. And who's this Louis guy, Dakota? I thought there was something fishy about him. And if he's in cahoots with you, I know there is. And you're doing John Reid this big favor, when are you gonna stick the knife in his back?
I happen to have gotten John Reid a very nice plumbing contract. What are you gonna try and make out of that?
I don't know. But when John Reid finds out that you're involved, I'm sure he's gonna do something about it. And I care about him too much to let you do one of your numbers on him.
Well, I tell you something, you are a very caring young girl. You care for John Reid the same way you care for Ben? So much so that you would do anything to keep certain parties away from him, huh?
What do you mean?
Nancy Don, I was in that hospital room when I heard Ben calling out, "Lizzie! Lizzie!" Now, does she know about that? That Ben is in that hospital crying his heart out for her? I didn't think so. Well, I'll tell you something. I certainly don't have any intention of saying anything to her about it. Because I just don't believe in telling tales out of high school, you know? Do you believe in telling tales out of high school?
You are a real heel, Dakota.
Nancy Don, I don't think that's a very nice way to talk to somebody with whom you're going to be forced to have an agreement. Because listen to me real good. If you start to make any trouble for me at all, I fully intend to have a little chat with Lizzie. I think she would find that information very interesting. Don't you?